Hey everyone, welcome back to Spoken Home.
Hey guys.
It's Dustin and Sheena here.
And we're going to share another project.
So we have a ton of pallets that I've hoarded and thought it would be a good idea to share some ideas. You can see our pallet furniture there, but today we're actually making a planter box out of these pieces of wood here.
We're going to start using our own herbs, freshly grown.
Yeah. So obviously you got to break down the pallet to get the wood. You want to harvest as many of the good boards as you can. Have a thing about throwing away any good wood, so we're going to hold on to the scraps.
And here you can see we just kind of laid out the planks we plan on using and we just set those aside.
So this is totally important. You want to make sure if you're in the US that your pallets look like that. They've got a stamp on them. The HT means heat treated. Any other symbols or letters in the US you want to stay away from, especially if it's chemically treated. Now if you're in Europe or other parts of the world, you'll have different symbols for your country, but we want to make sure that we're growing food without chemicals.
Exactly. So now you just see Dustin measuring out our box. Ours is rectangular, so that's why you see our planks are so long. If you plan on doing a square, you're just going to bring this horizontal line a little bit further in.
So we're going to anchor it with a piece of wood and let her rip. We're going to let you see the rest here in a second. Hope you enjoy it.
No!
She said she couldn't believe why
Finally, here's the almost finished product.
You can see we kind of have little legs on ours. Those were just some extra wood pieces that Dustin had laying around.
Yeah, since it's going to be laying on the ground, you want to raise it off the ground so that the bottom doesn't rot.
You can drain.
Yeah.
So now we are going to fill it with rocks. Now, these rocks that we have, I believe we bought from the store for a landscaping project, but you do not have to use store-bought rocks. You can just find them in your yard or a reservoir somewhere.
Creek,
yeah,
river,
go steal some.
Lake.
So you just want to fill this box until you cannot see the bottom of the box anymore.
This is going to make a layer so that water, once it gets to the bottom, it has a way to drain out so that the roots don't rot and the wood doesn't rot faster than the elements will naturally let it rot.
Yeah, and it will also give the box a bit of weight, so caution on filling it with too many rocks because you may not be able to pick it up. I would say for this guy, how heavy would you say it is?
Maybe 25 pounds.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. Like, it's not going to blow over in the wind. So now you're just going to fill it with some potting soil. You just want to get a decent layer in there to kind of make some space between those plants and your rocks.
Now, we thought this was really cool when we saw it. Instead of having plastic planters that these come in, they come in almost like a cardboard material. It's biodegradable, and it absorbs into the soil. So less
just breaks
waste.
Down.
Yeah. Less packaging.
I've never seen it. I don't know. We'll have to put the company name on the screen, let you guys see it so you can buy it. We got it from our local home improvement store.
Now, most grocery stores today are carrying herbs in the produce section, live herbs. So that's a great place to start if you don't have a hardware store or you're just not feeling in the mood to take the journey into the hardware store.
You can also do seedlings, but keep in mind you're going to wait a decent while to get some sprouting like you see here. So just be patient.
Once everything's arranged, you're going to drop some more potting soil. And we want to cover at least the tops of those little planters that they originally came in.
And once that's all set, your box should look a little something like this. So again, ours just has 2 planks high, and we made some little feet on them to keep this elevated. And 5 days later, here are our plants. As you can see, they kind of have spots, but we're seeing some growth here. Look at our jalapeno. He's coming right along. I'm pretty happy about him, as you can see.
Now, a tip, you can see there's some spots on these leaves. We bought these much earlier, and they kind of got neglected by the weather, and so just a tip, if you want to build the box first and then go shopping for your herbs or whatever you're growing, they'll probably end up looking a little bit better. But these will rebound.
They'll come back to life. So what we have here is we have some basil,
rosemary,
mint,
and jalapenos.
Yeah.
And then I planted some tomato, some over-ripened tomato seeds, and just tore apart a tomato. And
we'll see how that
goes. If they come up, they come up.
So here we're just using some leftover stain that we actually used on that the set of patio furniture that you saw back there. Which if you guys want to also see a video on that, let me know. I believe we have some snippets we can share. And you're just going to do the normal routine, just rub in the same direction and use an old rag.
Now, we didn't want to put that on the inside, obviously, because we're growing food in this, so limiting the contact with the soil is probably a good idea.
For sure. So this is kind of what's going to look like, you guys. This is just, I believe, 1 layer of stain. We're probably going to do about 2 or 3 to get it real saturated, but here's our planter. So if you like this idea, definitely share it with your friends and family. Let us know what you think, and
thanks for watching, guys.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Bye.